Welcome to another episode of Righteous Light Bible Stories. Read with me. Today I'll be reading from the Complete Illustrated Children's Bible, published by Harvest House Publishers and edited by Martin Manser. Today we'll be reading from the Old Testaments, Genesis 4 through 11. Cain and Abel, Noah builds the ark, the flood, and the Tower of Babel. Cain and Abel, Genesis 4. Adam and Eve had two sons. Cain was a farmer who worked in the field, and Abel was a shepherd. One day, both Cain and Abel brought offering to God. Abel brought the very best meat to offer to God, and God was pleased. But he was not pleased with the crops that Cain had brought. Cain was very jealous of his brother, and in a fit of anger, he went with him into a field and killed him. When God asked him where his brother was, Cain answered him rudely, "How should I know? Am I my brother's keeper?" But God saw Abel's blood on the ground and was angry. He punished Cain and sent him away from his home and family. Noah built the ark. Genesis 6. Many years passed, and soon there were lots of people in the world. But they were becoming more and more wicked, and this made God very sad. He made up his mind to send a terrible flood to destroy everything that he had created. But on earth there was one good man who loved and obeyed God. His name was Noah, and he had 3 sons. God told Noah to build an enormous boat, an ark, so that he and his family might be saved, along with 2 of every living creature. People laughed at Noah for building a boat in the middle of the land, but he ignored them, for he trusted God. The flood, Genesis 7 through 9. When the ark was finished, Noah loaded it with food for his family and the animals. And then God sent the animals to the ark 2 by 2, 1 male and 1 female, of every kind of animals and birds that lived upon the earth or flew in the skies. When they were all safely in, it began to rain, and how it rained, water poured down from the skies and covered all the land. Every living creature was drowned. All the towns and cities were washed away, but the ark and its precious cargo floated free on a world of water. 40 days and 40 nights it rained. Then at last it stopped. After a while, the flood water began to go down. Noah sent out a dove. When it returns with an olive leaf in its beak, Noah knew that the flood was over, for the trees were growing again. Then it was time for Noah and the animals to leave the ark. Noah was filled with gratitude, and God promised him that he would never again send such a dreadful flood. He put a rainbow in the sky to remind him of his promise. The Tower of Babel, Genesis 11. To begin with, the whole world had only one language. so everyone could understand everyone else. There came a time when a group of Noah's descendants decided to settle down and build a city which would be famous throughout the land, with a tower that would reach the heavens. But when God saw what they were doing, he was not happy. He feared they were becoming too proud and vain. They had forgotten about God. So God made them